Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm back. It's been a while. I was very busy over the last couple weeks. I went on a retreat, a really long retreat, and then I went on a training orientation retreat. So kind of two back-to-back retreats in a sense, and it was a lot. But I'm back. Hi. I'm kind of different than I was before, I think. I feel like I've had a lot of changes in perspective and um, lots of really great experiences. So I'm pretty transparent on this channel. I don't really shy from revealing my name or details about my life. And, well, you might know my name's Cotter. I'm also now working for a company, an organization rather, called the Navigators. They're a pretty cool organization, and I'll go into them in a little more detail later. But I just thought I'd share that because I think I'm going to be talking about it a lot more in the coming weeks because it's kind of just what my life is becoming. So I've also mentioned in the past that I'm a Christian and I hold to that very strongly. Um, I'm also, I think, going to be talking about that a lot more in the future. And so, if that's something that you're uncomfortable with, then, feel free to check out. But it's just, I think it's become prominent enough that I can't really ignore it anymore. It's just a very deep part of me, who I am. Um, wow, there's so much I could talk about. Uh, this channel will continue to be as it is. That's not going to change. I'm just going to keep on talking, saying whatever comes out of my mouth as I speak here, because I enjoy talking too much. I'm continuously learning to listen more than I talk and to really deeply listen and acknowledge other people's opinions and not just give them lip service or use it as an excuse to share my own views, but to actually truly acknowledge those things and give them the attention that they deserve. It's tough. It's tough for sure. Probably tougher for me than for other people, but everyone I think does struggle with it to some extent. But anyway, I'm rambling. I think maybe I'll just use this video as an opportunity uh, to talk about the retreat, I guess. So this retreat was a retreat with the Navigators. The Navigators are a Christian campus ministry that has existed as an organization since like 1940 something, I believe. They're a very old organization, relatively speaking, and they meet on campuses. They do Bible studies. They do one-on-one mentorship. They do these Nav nights where you meet each Friday and hang out with all the other navigators. It is a really cool organization, and there's a reason that I've been part of it for 4 or 5 years. And I don't mean like staff on the organization. I just mean I've attended Navigators events for a very long time. I've found that it's really uh, strengthened my faith in so many different ways, and it's increased my discipleship, which is to say I feel like I have a much deeper understanding of how to live as a Christian and what you should kind of be striving for as a Christian. And I can talk about that in future videos, I'm sure. I have pretty strong beliefs on some of that stuff, and a deep desire to create change, because I think a lot of Christian groups that exist don't really have the right goals in mind and have become distracted by other things as time has passed. But yeah, this retreat was with the Navigators, and what it essentially looked like was going to a Bible camp over a whole week and spending time with fellow navigators doing various different things. My role in it looked a little different from other people's, but everyone there was there for a purpose and there to make the most of the time that would be their purpose. Yeah. And I think I used the time well. And well, what did I do for most of that? I talked with people. I sat down with random people, or by random I mean not like, oh, you're random, but people I hadn't talked to before. And I also sat down with many people that I had talked to before and who I had relationships with, and I either spent time getting to know new people or spent time catching up with people I already knew. And really, that was most of it for me, just talking with people. And you might look at that and say, oh, what, you just talk with people? That doesn't sound that interesting. But it was really interesting. What I think I'm learning more and more is that one of the simplest joys in life is just sitting down with someone and hearing about their life, hearing about their dreams, hearing about what it is that they're passionate about. Just learning about my fellow humans, or seeing where people are at in their lives. When I catch up with someone, it's like, oh man, like those are some really cool things that have happened in your life. I just love talking with people, and specifically hearing from people. There were some conversations where I barely did the talking. I was just listening to someone tell me what happened in their life, and I was like, yeah, this is great. Give me these details. Tell me more. And yeah, I feel like people are really the most important thing in this world. There's very little you can do more than just, very little you can do better with your time than just get to know people and spend time with people. I really, really believe that. And so I'd say it was a great week, even though that's mostly all I did. That was the best part. The best part in particular, I should say, was just a really long conversation. I sat down with a friend for like 2 to 3 hours, a really long time, and we just talked. And that was my favorite moment. And I mean, there was so much more that was great. It felt like God was really at work throughout the week. There were all these great stories I was hearing from people testimonies, or two people got baptized, which was really great. One of them was someone that I'd known for a pretty long time, like not that long, but maybe 5 or 6 months, and so to see that person finally get baptized was just really cool. And well, there were some fun activities as well. I acted in a skit in front of about 160 people, and that was interesting. Um, I think, well, I had a lot of fun. Um, I feel like it was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done on stage in front of anybody, but it was great. It was really, really great. And well, this was also kind of the launching of a very new era for me. So navigators, I'm very passionate about them. You can maybe pick up on that. And because I'm passionate and have been passionate, I decided about 6 months ago that I would join the Navigators officially as an intern. So I applied and I got accepted, and at the retreat that I went to, we all got up on stage, all of us fresh interns, and kind of made it official. It's not like we were sworn in, we were prayed in, but we all got like hoodies and all this stuff, and it felt like this was the true beginning. And then when the training followed that, and the trainings where we learned like all the really useful details you need to know for ministry, like how to fundraise and how to minister to people, that just felt really kind of crazy, I guess. It's very strange because I've been a Christian for many years, my whole life. But I've never made it as much a part of my life as it is now. I've gone to church, I've attended regular Bible studies, I've been mentored, I've gone to Navigator nights on Fridays, I've led Bible studies, and I've done all these things, but I've never taken as big a step as this one to just truly trust God with my whole life and make my relationship with Him so integral to who I am. And it's felt kind of surreal, because at the same time that I've taken this step, it's felt like God has awakened something within me, a sort of passion to see people's lives changed. I've always felt some measure of passion for helping other people improve, get to better spots in their lives, but never to this extent. Never to the degree that I'm almost shedding tears for some people who I feel like could get better. I want to see someone help people. I want to be the person who helps. And that's strange, because I've never felt such a strong desire for something like that. I'm tearing up even as I talk. I want to make a difference, I guess. So it's been a lot the last couple weeks. I think in the future I'll try to segment it up better and make videos on various topics. Yeah, but I just thought I'd share this just so that there's a little bit of an update for whoever is following this channel. They can see what's going on. They can see that my life has continued. Even though I don't make videos, it's still trucking ahead. Lots of things are happening. God is very much at work. And yeah, I'll continue to make these videos. I'll see you in the future. Yeah. All right. Goodbye.